So for you, like, you're not, like, would you say you're not gonna entertain a label situation ever again? Because at this point, you
motherfucking paper right, absolutely.
It's got to be something you can't.
Shit, something crazy. Something I go spend on the youngins. It got to be about them. You know what I'm saying? Again, like right now, I wouldn't waste nobody's time. But if it's a sweet situation, then if it's something that's about more so about other people and not myself, fuck yeah, like a label deal with a real check,
like a real infrastructure, real bag where you could put some money back. So I can
hire a real team and a full team and really sit back and put my mind to work and focus on other people more. You know what I mean? I just want a lot of more money and just sit back and spend my shit quietly, bro. I like being low. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no party nigga. I don't go out. I don't hang out. I don't be with nobody. I don't hang with nobody. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of homies. I got a lot of family. I got a lot of youngins. But I'm a nigga that just be dolo all day, every day, until I feel like popping out.
Yeah.
It's on the flow. You know what I'm saying?
The last time we chatted on the pod, we were talking about some of the reading you were doing when you were incarcerated. I just had a guy named X-Rated on from SAC. He was locked up for 26 years and went gold in prison, like in the early...
What you mean?
So X-Rated, he's from Sacramento. He used to work with like Sibo and like Brother Lynch, and he was recording rap albums in the 90s from over the phone from jail. And like, he has a couple of gold albums from prison.
Nigga a dog.
Yeah, so we're talking, and like he was just saying, like, obviously you didn't do that amount of time, but you did, I feel like, gain some perspective on life from sitting down.
Like
what do you think is the difference between somebody who can come out on the other side of those experiences, I wouldn't necessarily say rehabilitated, but maybe enlightened with a lot more perspective and a lot more appreciation, and then like people who seem to just get stuck in the system, if you will. And, you know, because sometimes it's hard to break away from friend groups and break away from certain habits once you get free.
Shit, I already had an opportunity for myself before I went. So
you saw a glimpse of what it could be. I
already seen a glimpse of it. So being in there only enhanced my plan. You know what I'm saying? It made my ideas stronger, made my ambition stronger. I had already seen some shit, you know what I'm saying? I already made a lot of money. And I knew it was way more to get. Before I went in, I thought I had a lot. Then going in, I realized I ain't had shit. It wasn't enough. And it made me want way more. And I already had a plan because I laid the blueprint down for myself before I went in. So I feel like I had a fortunate situation in the end, you know what I mean? And everybody don't get that type of blessing to have that type of opportunity. So it'd be hard to kind of maybe see where other dudes mind at mentally on how they end up back in them places. You know, I can't say I understand, but I can't fully condemn them because, again, I had a different opportunity that
you also had a glimpse of this shit working.
Exactly. I already seen it. I already, you know what I'm saying? I knew what I was capable of already. A lot of niggas ain't got that. A lot of niggas don't rap. So sometimes the streets, that be all a lot of niggas know. And it's hard to break up out that cycle when that's all you know. I got opportunity. I'm an artist, and it was hard for me to break out that shit. Like, it was hard, bro. I was a bona fide street nigga, like in real life, was getting real money. You know what I'm saying? That shit wasn't easy. It took a long time for me to say, you know what, rap should be first. You know what I mean? It took for me to go to prison to really feel that way. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? It should be this only, but with more encouragement, more strive in this shit. So it's hard to condemn other people or see where they mindset at by keep falling back in them same positions and shit.
Yeah.
It's fucked up out here, bro. It's not easy. This shit it's not easy. You know, a lot of niggas get a late start. We late bloomers. Niggas don't realize they should have stayed in school till they 25. You know what I mean? It'd be different if niggas realized that in the ninth grade. Like, damn, I should start back going to school. I should stay in school. I need to catch up on last semester. We don't understand this shit until we 25.
Yeah, and you know, I feel like it's like a scarlet letter on you when you come out as a felon. The amount of job opportunities you have is extremely limited. It's like you can't lie on an application, and
we lose our rights. You know what
can't
I'm saying?
vote.
So it's no, you can vote, but
as a convicted felon, I don't think you can vote in the national election. Can you?
You can vote.
Oh,
hell yeah, I vote.
Maybe is that a Michigan thing?
No, that's period. You can vote.
I didn't know that.
You can vote. You can vote. Convicted felon can vote.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we can vote now. Federally, we can vote.
Oh shit!
But the thing is, we lose other rights. You know, say a nigga go to prison, he lose his rights, he get out, he start a business, become a law-abiding citizen. Now the people in the trenches that he grew up with, they don't like that. They feeling away. This man can't protect himself. He can't protect his family. He not trusted to have a weapon. He not trusted to have a weapon. He still looked at like an irresponsible nigga, like a piece of shit. So any man, when they back against the wall in that type of situation, they gonna choose safety, and they gonna choose life over anything else. And that's how a lot of niggas get out, do good, and go right back. Because most of the time they protecting themselves. It just look bad. It just look bad on paper. It look bad in front of the courts. Because they not understanding that scenario. You a felon. You shouldn't have a gun. You terrible. Go back to jail. They don't care about why you had that bitch. They don't care about the reason you had to use that motherfucker. They just care that you had it. So we lose a lot of rights, you know, and it ain't nobody fault why we initially lose them rights. I just think it should be a little different, you know. I think the process should be a little different. I think they should judge from a different standpoint, you know, judge somebody's character, see what they life about, see what position they in, see if they can be trusted, give it some time. Even if it's 10 years, you know what I'm saying? I think with like state shit, you can get your rights back. I don't know if it's like that on the federal end. It may be. I don't know. I never heard of that.
I wonder, like, when you were able to, I don't know how long you're able to chop it up with RFK, but were you able to kind of bounce any of those concerns off of him?
I didn't want to. There's so many gray areas with politicians. Yeah. I ain't want to put his back against the wall and ask the wrong question and get a response for my question, but for a question he possibly shouldn't be answering.
Right.
I just didn't want to put him in that position, so I stayed away from certain shit. You know what I'm saying?
How was Trump when you met him? I'm sure it was quick.
I went there for a reason, with an agenda, but it was quick. It was real quick. Pause. It was quick, but it was what it was. You know what I'm saying? I went there. I put myself on the line. I went there. I want to see this shit. You really like this? You don't like this? You don't like that?
Well, isn't that what they were saying? He was supposed to be like in a bad area, but there was like hella white people in the crowd. I don't know. I didn't know what to believe because I just saw every side of the news. And one side of the news was saying Trump was in the hood. The other side of the news was saying, yeah, but it was a bunch of white folks in the crowd.
He was in the trenches for sure, but it definitely was a lot of white people there. There was a lot of black people too, a whole lot.
Yeah.
It was at a black church, but I don't know, bro. It is what it is.
I feel like too, like people understand like there's like a real... It's funny because I say this all the time, but that time I was in Detroit for that week, I went to a Tech Nine concert right by, what's that venue by Eminem's restaurant across the street from the Tigers Park? There's a concert venue right there.
Where? What venue?
The theater.
Fox? Fillmore? No, you talking about the Fox. That's the Fox. That's the Fox.
Anyway, so I'm in this crowd, and if you know anything about Tech Nine, he has a lot of... interesting fans, right?
Man, he got like a cult-like fan base.
For sure. But in the crowd, I'm like people watching.
Yeah.
And I was like, I really get Eminem now. Like Eminem would have been one of these guys. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some like real like, because where I'm from, we got white trash, but I feel like Detroit white trash hits different. That's like that auto industry.
No, we definitely got this.
You know what I mean? and just being the tourist I was, we drove through the trailer park on 8 Mile or wherever it was.
That's on 8 Mile.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit.
8 Mile and DeQuinta.
Yeah. Not too far from that shitty Coney I went to.
Yeah. Right down the street.
Yeah.
That's the block after mine, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how it's so close because that's like it's like a trailer park, but then the
bitch like tucked off a little bit.
For sure.
Yeah, on me. Yeah.
And where his trailer was is just like a plot now. There's like not a trailer.
They moved that motherfucker.
No, there's just nothing there right now. Like
that's what I'm saying. They moved the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have sold that bitch for 5 M's. Come get this bitch.
Yeah, I think his house.
Fuck is you talking about?
Someone bought that
Slim
house.
Shady stayed in this bitch.
You know, someone bought that house. I think that was on the Marshall Mathers LP, or it was up for auction.
That crib was on Bradford though.
Crazy.